3D, up close and personal, a podcast relationship show.
One text,
One conversation.
one decision.
Sometimes crossing the line doesn't happen all at once.
It happens one choice at a time.
Tonight on 3D Up Close and Personal, we're talking about relationships, boundaries.
Temptation, and the moment someone crosses that line.
Let's talk about it.
3D Up Close and Personal.
I'm David.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Daryl. 3D Up Close and Personal. And today,
Season 2, Episode 2, Crossing That Line.
Cross this line. When a friend becomes a lover. When crossing boundaries make me wrong to another.
friends get intimate. Now, my question is, can men and women truly,
Stay friends after becoming intimate with each other.
or does everything change the moment that the line is crossed?
That's a good question. It could go either way. What if it was bad?
What do you mean bad as in good or bad as in bad?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen again if the woman wasn't satisfied. Oh, well, or maybe the guy wasn't satisfied and the woman was. It can go both ways.
He's a great friend, but a lousy lover. Why did I cross that line?
And the answer to your question is, yeah, the two people can remain friends, but in a weird type of way where you can't go back and erase the past.
Yeah, you can't erase intimacy.
Crossing that line. When a friend becomes a lover. When crossing boundaries.
Yes. I've even heard of situations people, got intimate with their roommate. And I mean, that's just a whole other dynamic right there.
Now, I'm going to give you the definition of platonic relationship. No romantic intent, no sexual interaction, no emotional bond, no physical element.
But here's the twist. Sometimes the attraction is just buried.
Sometimes guys want to be with that woman, but end up being platonic friend.
Man, I always get stuck in the friend zone.
He been wanting this woman for years, but she didn't want him, and he just stayed in the friend zone. Life went on, he met somebody. She just really wasn't attracted to him like that, but she liked his characters as a friend, somebody to talk to, somebody to confide in. But as a boyfriend, no.
You're nice, you're kind, and you listen, you're responsible, you're helpful and friendly and funny. You'll make somebody a great husband.
Wow, am I that ugly?
David, have you had a situation like that?
Yeah, I've had a situation like that. And then my wife, she ended up saying, hey, you say she's just a friend, like Biz Marquis.
Yeah. Just a friend.
And I'm trying to tell her, no, baby, you got what I need,
Yeah.
That's a sticky line.
They're just a friend. A lady or a man. But can you trust? Can you understand?
A guy married a woman that was 40. I think he was like 50. And he asked her, he said, delete all your guy friends. And she said, I ain't doing it. He went to a counselor. And the guy said, when you meet an older woman that been to grade school, high school, college, and work.
Wow. A journey like that. She met a lot of people, and she has men friends. You just have to trust.
Yeah, it's about trust and communication.
Now, when friends cross that line, it could be for emotional comfort.
Life is better when things are comfortable.
They trust each other already. They confide in each other. They know each other's trauma. They feel safe and comfort. They can turn into chemistry.
Yeah, somebody going through an emotional crisis, you have that vulnerability. Next thing you know, the two people are talking about, we cried together, then we made love.
Yeah, that's really true. Building a friendship usually is what people recommend at the beginning of a relationship or when you're building one. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening with those factors.
Crossing that line. When friends become lovers, will it work? Or will they annoy each other?
I know a woman, I've been knowing her since I was like 10, a front porch friend. I never went in the house. Just on the front, it was during the good weather. We're still friends to this very day. She said, I wanted to give you some, but you was scary.
You were scared of the girl.
She was taught that the man was the aggressor. She was waiting on you.
even though I was a little boy. I wasn't there yet at that time in my life. But the point was, she said, if I give you something now,
oh my goodness,
and I get caught, I'm going to pack my bags and I'm coming to live with you. And you're going to take care of me like my husband taking care of me.
I told her, no, we'll be platonic for life.
I love that one.
Vulnerable moments, which could be breakups and alcohol or drugs or both, loneliness, late night talks.
You're the only one that can understand me.
Then boom, the line disappears.
Oh yeah, there's some high stakes right there, that's for sure.
Or it could be curiosity.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes death in the family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or a situation two friends are hanging out, they had a couple glasses of wine.
Her favorite song was on, and they start dancing, and next thing you know...
You snuck a kiss in on me.
Well, it takes two to kiss.
Oh God, that is so true.
Yeah, people want to cross the line and they want to jump back across that line.
The friend crosses the line for revenge because...
My boyfriend ain't doing me right. My girlfriend ain't doing me right. Sometimes it's opportunity, you know. It's like, hey, she offering. Hey, I like her anyway. My boyfriend tripping. I'm gonna slide on in.
Sometimes with these platonic friends,
the guy and the woman, they like the characteristics of the person, but they're not really physically attracted. So if they cross that line and the other person, I've been waiting. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
So many different reasons. Absolutely.
They moved on. They were in other relationships because one of the persons in the party didn't want an intimate relationship with that person. In the back of somebody's mind, I would like to get with you.
Absolutely. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories. So, I mean, it's not impossible. That's for sure. And, you know, like the lady from Coming to America, she said, come on, take a chance.
We crossed the line, no warning sign. Best friends yesterday, now you're on mine.
Sometimes the friendship was never fully platonic on both sides. One was waiting. The question I want to ask you guys is,
what changes after intimacy?
I can't say that I've been in a situation where I was not okay with crossing that line, but everybody's different. Some people can handle the emotional aspect of that. Some people can.
I heard everything changes. Jealousy may increase, boundaries blur, expectations grow, and emotional attachment deepens.
It was a beautiful night.
The weather was warm.
The candles were lit.
And the playlist was perfect.
We laughed over old memories until silence said everything our words couldn't.
We looked into each other's eyes a little longer than usual.
And something quietly changed.
The music filled the room.
Neither of us said a word as we swayed to the rhythm.
Friends don't usually dance this close.
But neither of us stepped away.
Neither of us wanted to let go.
The upsides of crossing that line, you already trust each other, and communication may be stronger. Less pressure than dating a stranger. Built-in emotional safety. Sometimes it leads to real love. Some marriages have started this way, crossing that line. Have you two ever heard of somebody said they was friends for years and they finally got together and they turned into a couple?
If you have those boundaries set in place, it depends on how everything went down. I think if it was just spur of the moment, that can absolutely cause some issues. But I mean, if this was something that was like discussed, planned, it could work, but it might cause some issues with future partners, you know, their future partners and that friendship.
Then the downsides of crossing the line, one person catches feelings, the other one wants to keep it casual. Friend group tension, awkwardness if it ends. You lose both the romance and the friendship. And sometimes you can't go back.
The line don't allow you to go in reverse. That's the whole thing. It's only forward gear.
I think you have to really weigh it out. Is the friendship worth more, or do you want to take the risk of, you know, changing that dynamic?
Now, some guys will say, it was just physical. We agreed it was nothing.
It meant nothing to you? It was special to me, a night I will never forget.
Whew, that's a really tough question. What the people really want. I think once you reach intimate levels like that, those aren't really always reserved for friends. Once you went that far, I don't think you could be a friendship. And honestly, it just depends on those people's situations. Because, I mean, okay, yeah, you're single. Once you break up, you can probably be friends. But what about when they get into new relationships? Are their partners going to be okay with them having a friendship with someone that they were intimate with?
You crossed the line, now things ain't right. Mistakes were made, looking from the hindsight too late.
Can opposite sex friends truly stay platonic long term?
Interesting.
In a perfect world, a lot of people do expect people to check in and with consent and boundaries is also included in that. So, we hope that people take the time to make sure both parties are consenting.
Does sex always complicate friendship?
These type of situations, 9 out of 10 times one of the persons will get attached.
That's just a whole nother layer to it right there.
If it didn't work romantically, can you just go back to friends?
Go back? No, we were emotionally attached. Now I feel used.
I haven't heard too many situations like that. Usually, friends with benefits, if they end up turning into a relationship, or if they just, it doesn't last very long. It's usually like once the initial attraction. Because after you've been intimate with somebody for so many times, it's not like the first go-rounds on the Ferris wheel. So,
Should boundaries be discussed before crossing that line?
You over the person's house, you chilling. Y'all might have sipped a little wine.
Maybe they didn't do no drinking.
Y'all start dancing, maybe start kissing.
When it's getting hot and heavy, are you really gonna say?
Are we gonna cross that line? Now, I heard a story. A guy, he was stepping out in his relationship, and the other woman knew that he had a woman, but she wanted him too. She went over her place, and she asked him, do you want to cross that line? And he said, yeah.
Oh, man. Two consenting adults. I don't know about the partner in that situation who wasn't aware of this going on. But as far as them two, hey, they talk about it.
My question to you, is it worse to lose a lover or a best friend? Somebody that you've been knowing for years. You can call them for advice. You can call them for a listening ear. That's going to be cut off because you crossed that line.
Yeah, that can happen. I think as far as losing a friend would probably be more detriment to me than a lover because, lovers can vary. They could be good. They could be bad.
How I rate lovers if he was good. He's a lover. If he was bad, I label him a waste of time.
Usually a friend is somebody you feel that you can trust and that cares for you. I think that would be more of a bigger loss.
True friendship is built on trust, respect, honesty, and mutual support without expecting something in return.
They're a good friend, I must admit. Will things change if I get benefits for many years? Everything was fine, but things changed when I crossed the line.
Now, what about friends with benefits for years? But sometimes friends with benefits for years, it may just be intimacy is good. They really ain't got much in common. They may do a little small talk, have their intimacy. They go their separate ways because they both been fulfilled.
This friend with benefits could never be a significant other.
But the intimacy is just they got some chemistry there where it's like, hey.
They rock my world.
Yes. As far as the intimate, that is true. And I think that what makes a difference is actually knowing the dynamic of that friendship. Is that, do they really know the type of relationship y'all had, their partner? Or is it just like, oh, this is a friend of mine who just sends me messages from time to time?
When a friend gets into a new relationship, now what? David was mentioning with the wife, he got a female friend. She all like, well, I don't know. She's a female. But still boils down to trust with that one.
Yeah.
Two platonic friends, a man and a woman.
And the woman gets in a relationship with a new guy. She may diminish the phone conversations to keep the peace in her intimate relationship. I talk to women that's got husbands or boyfriends, but it's every now and then. I don't call them. I might send them a Christmas text, birthday text, but I'm not calling them. If they want to talk, they call me. Because I already know where they at, and I want to respect that relationship. But everybody don't think that way.
Yeah, that is true. Because I mean, like I said, friends on their own usually provide some sort of benefit. If you have like a good friendship, a healthy friendship, you do stuff for each other. Having an intimate relationship can absolutely change that and, what their support system looks like.
In Daryl's past relationship,
they said they had friends, male and female, and I said, that's fine. I say, but we got so much time apart. I'm like, you could talk to them during your drive time, going to work or coming home. So when we together, we can have a phones down moment.
Phones down, please, right now.
It might be straight across the board, but I don't want to hear all that stuff.
All that freaka frack.
The smart thing to be is really think before you act, but that's in a perfect world. Y'all be safe out there.
Yeah, please be safe out there. And like, subscribe, and share. This is 3D Up Close and Personal.
I'm David.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Daryl. 3D Up Close and Personal. Thanks for listening.
3D Up Close and Personal, a podcast relationship show.
3D Up Close and
The
Personal.
Relationship Podcast.
We're asking you to please
Keep listening, like, share, and subscribe.
since January 2025.
Listeners from 111 cities.
Across 54 countries have tuned in.
We also have earned 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts.
And Spotify.
3D Up Close and Personal.
Is produced by Parks Media Group.
Copyright 2026.
All rights reserved.
3D Up Close and Personal. They talk about that.
Like and subscribe and share.